Hey everyone! Welcome back to Ema English Daily, your cozy place to practice real English and feel more confident every day. I'm Ema, and today I'm super excited because we're talking about something that makes many English learners stressed for no reason.
Hey, Ema. Hey, everyone. Honestly, grammar books scare me sometimes. I open one page and suddenly I see words like future perfect continuous, and my brain just gives up immediately.
I know exactly what you mean. The funny thing is, native speakers don't use most of those complicated tenses in normal daily life. In real conversations, people usually use only a few tenses again and again.
Wait, seriously? So I don't need to learn every single tense before I can speak English naturally? That already makes me feel better.
Exactly. Today we're focusing on the 5 most useful tenses for real life because these are the ones that help you order food, talk to friends, travel, work, and enjoy conversations without panic.
Okay, I'm ready. Please save me from grammar stress today. What's the first tense?
The first and most important one is the simple present tense. We use it for habits, routines, facts, and everyday life. For example, I drink coffee every morning, or she works at a hospital.
Oh, so this is the tense people use when they talk about their normal life and who they are as a person.
Exactly. When someone asks, "Where do you live?" or "What do you do?" you usually answer with the simple present. It's simple, natural, and extremely important.
I think I understand now, but I remember making mistakes like I am study English. That sounds wrong now. Smiles.
Yes, that's a very common mistake. We say, "I study English," not "I am study English." For habits and facts, you usually just use the main verb without am.
Got it. Simple present for normal life. Easy enough. So what's next?
Number 2 is the present continuous tense. This tense is for actions happening right now or around this time in your life. For example, I am learning English right now, or they are building a new school near my house.
Okay, so simple present is my regular life, but continuous present is what is happening at this moment. That actually feels much clearer now.
Exactly. Think about these 2 questions. What do you do? And what are you doing? One asks about your life in general, and the other asks about right now.
Wow, that difference is so simple when you explain it like that. I wish someone had explained it to me this way years ago.
And here's something interesting. Native speakers also use present continuous for future plans that are already arranged. For example, I'm meeting my friend tomorrow, or we're having dinner tonight.
Wait, really? So the same tense can talk about now and the future? English is kind of sneaky sometimes.
Exactly. I'm meeting my friend tomorrow is for a future plan that is already arranged. But I will call you later is usually a decision, Zephyrs, promise, or prediction made in the moment.
Oh, I think I get it now. Present continuous future sounds planned, but will sounds more sudden or flexible.
That's right. Imagine your friend looks sad and you suddenly say, "Don't worry, I will help you." You decide at that moment, so will feels natural there.
Wow, English tenses suddenly feel much less scary when you explain them with real situations instead of giant grammar charts.
That's because language is about communication first, not memorizing complicated rules. And honestly, if learners master these 5 tenses, they can handle most daily conversations very comfortably.
Let me see if I remember them. Simple present for habits and everyday life, present continuous for things happening now or future plans, simple past for finished actions and stories, present perfect for life experiences connected to now, and simple future with will for predictions and promises.
Perfect summary, Jack. Seriously, that was excellent. See? You already sound more confident.
I actually do feel more confident now. Before this, English tenses felt like a giant mountain. But now it feels more like 5 simple tools I can use every day.
And that's the secret. Say, don't try to learn every tense at the same time. Focus on the most useful ones first and use them again and again in real conversations.
You know what I love most about this lesson? It feels practical, like I can literally use these tenses today when I talk to someone in English.
Exactly. That's the goal of Ema English Daily. Real English for real life, step by step, without stress.
And without crying over grammar books.
Yes, please. No more grammar book tears. Just practice a little every day and trust yourself more.
All right, everyone. Tell us in the comments which tense feels easiest for you and which one still feels difficult.
And remember, you do not need perfect English to start speaking. You only need courage, practice, and patience.
Thanks for spending time with us today, everyone.
Take care, keep practicing, and we'll see you next time on Ema English Daily. Bye!
Oh, now I really feel the difference. I'm meeting my friend tomorrow, sounds planned already, but I will meet you there. Feels like I decided right now.
Exactly. You're understanding it really well now. One is arranged before, and the other is a spontaneous decision in the moment.
Can you give me one more example? I want to hear both together one more time.
Of course. Imagine your friend calls and says, "Can you help me move some boxes this weekend?" You think for a second and reply, "Sure, I will help you." That decision happened right at that moment.
And if I already knew about the plan before the phone call,
Then you'd probably say, "Yeah, I'm helping you this weekend," because the plan was already arranged before you spoke.
wow, this changes everything for me. Before today, I used will for every future sentence. Softly.
Most learners do, honestly. And that's completely okay because people still understand you. But once you learn the difference, your speech sounds much more natural and relaxed.
All right, let's do a super quick review before my brain gets full.
Deal. Number 1, simple present. I drink coffee every day. Number 2, present continuous. I am drinking coffee right now. Number 3, past, simple past. I drank coffee this morning. Number 4, present perfect. I have never drunk black coffee before. And number 5, simple future. I will drink coffee after this podcast.
I love that every example was about coffee.
I was getting thirsty while teaching. What can I say? Softly.
Okay, everyone, imagine you're at a party and someone asks, "So, do you speak English?" Now you actually have the tools to answer confidently.
Exactly. You can say, "Yes, I study English every day. Right now, I am improving my grammar. I started 2 years ago. I have made a lot of progress, and one days I will speak English fluently."
That sounds so natural and confident. 5 tenses really can do a lot.
That's the big lesson today. You do not need every grammar rule in the world. You only need the most useful tools and regular practice.
Honestly, I wasted so much time worrying about grammar I never even used in real conversations.
Don't worry about that. A lot of grammar books focus on being complete, but real speaking focuses on being useful.
Complete versus useful. Wow, I'm remembering that sentence forever.
Good. Now let's move to our vocabulary moment, because this is one of my favorite parts of the podcast.
Same here. Okay, everyone, get ready. Useful expressions are coming.
Phrase number 1 is go to. I said will is your go-to tense for quick decisions and promises. Go to means your favorite or most reliable choice.
Like pizza is my go-to food when I'm tired and don't want to cook.
Perfect example. Phrase number 2 is in progress. It means something is happening now and is not finished yet.
Like, the construction near my house is still in progress. The work is continuing.
Exactly. Phrase number 3 is a bridge between. A bridge connects two things together.
So when you said present perfect is a bridge between the past and the present, you meant it connects past experiences to life now.
Yes, exactly right. And phrase number 4 is spontaneous. That means something happens naturally without planning it before.
So, a spontaneous decision is something you decide quickly without making plans before?
Exactly. Like, we made a spontaneous trip to the beach. We didn't plan anything. We just grabbed our bags and went.
Honestly, that sounds like the perfect weekend.
It really does. Okay, phrase number 5 is go through. Earlier you asked, what tense do I go through? And that expression is super common in daily English.
Right. So, what does go through mean exactly?
It means to experience something or live through a process. For example, I went through many mistakes before my English improved.
Wow, that feels very real. Every English learner probably understands that sentence immediately.
Absolutely. Every learner goes through difficult moments sometimes. Mistakes, confusion, embarrassment, all of that is part of learning.
Honestly, this episode feels like a game changer for me. English tenses suddenly feel simpler and more human.
I'm really happy to hear that. And there's one important thing I want every listener to remember today. Don't be afraid of making mistakes with tenses. Perfect grammar is not the main goal. Connection is the goal.
Connection. I love that word. Because language is really about connecting with people, sharing stories, and understanding each other.
Exactly. When people listen to you, they care more about your ideas, feelings, and personality than tiny grammar mistakes.
Okay, before we finish today, I have one fun challenge for everyone listening.
Ooh, I like challenges. Tell them.
Using any of the 5 tenses we talked about today, write one sentence about yourself, something simple and real.
Like, I study English every day, or I have always wanted to travel, or I will never stop learning.
Yes, and please share your sentence even if it has mistakes. That's completely okay. Mistakes are part of progress.
We're all learning together here, step by step, one sentence at a time.
And hey, if today's episode helped you, don't forget to subscribe to EMA English Daily. We make new episodes every single day for English learners around the world.
That's right. We want to be part of your daily English practice and help you build confidence little by little.
Because confidence doesn't appear overnight. It grows every time you listen, practice, and speak.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for spending time with us today.
You're doing better than you think. Seriously. Keep going.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, every English sentence you say is a small victory.
We'll see you tomorrow, English learners.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Yes. And please share your sentence even if it has mistakes. That's completely okay. Mistakes are part of progress.